would you do if your partner's family kept serving you food that might kill you? I'm allergic to gluten, dairy, and shellfish. My boyfriend Austin knows this. His mom knows this. His sister knows this. I've been dating him for about a year now, and we had 2 separate incidents where his family served me stuff I couldn't eat, and I ended up sick. First time was at a barbecue where his mom said everything was safe, but she used butter on the corn. Second time was at Thanksgiving where his sister made this fancy pasta and swore it was gluten-free. It definitely wasn't because I spent the next 8 hours throwing up in Austin's bathroom. So when his mom invited me to their big family dinner last month, I made sure to call her ahead of time. I said, hey, just a reminder, I have those allergies, gluten, dairy, and shellfish. She laughed and said, don't worry, honey. We'll have plenty for you to eat. I should have known better. I got to their house at 6, and the dining room table was loaded with food. There was lasagna with cheese and regular noodles. There was shrimp scampi sitting right there in a fancy bowl. There was garlic bread that was definitely not gluten-free. There was a salad, but it had croutons and some kind of creamy dressing all over it. His mom had made literally nothing I could eat. I stood there staring at the table while everyone started sitting down. Austin's dad was already piling lasagna on his plate. His sister was grabbing shrimp. His mom looked at me and said, well, go ahead. Make yourself a plate. I looked at Austin and he just shrugged like he didn't know what to say. I pulled him aside to the kitchen and asked if his mom forgot about my allergies. He said she probably just got busy cooking and didn't think about it. I had packed a container in my bag just in case. I'd made myself chicken and rice with vegetables. Nothing fancy, but at least I could eat it. I pulled it out of my bag and sat down at the table with everyone else. Austin's mom noticed immediately. She stopped mid-sentence and stared at my container. Her face went red. She asked what that was. I said, oh, I brought my own food since everything here has stuff I'm allergic to. The whole table went quiet. Austin's dad put his fork down. His sister stopped chewing. His mom's voice got really tight and she said, I spent all day cooking this meal, and you bring your own food like my cooking isn't good enough. I tried to explain that I literally couldn't eat anything she made because of my allergies. She said I was being dramatic and that allergies weren't that serious. Austin just sat there saying nothing. His sister jumped in and said it was pretty rude to bring outside food to someone's dinner party. I said, I told your mom about my allergies ahead of time and she said she'd have food for me. His mom snapped that she did have food for me and pointed at the salad. I said, the salad has croutons and creamy dressing, which I can't eat. She rolled her eyes and said, just pick them out. I started eating my chicken and rice. His mom kept making comments under her breath about how disrespectful I was. His dad didn't say anything, but kept glancing at me like I'd done something horrible. His sister posted a photo of the table on Instagram and made sure my container was visible in the corner with some caption about ungrateful guests. Austin still wasn't defending me. After dinner, his mom pulled Austin aside, and I could hear her through the wall saying I had embarrassed the family and that I was clearly not the right fit for their son. She said if I really cared about him, I would have just sucked it up and eaten the food, even if it made me a little sick. Austin came back and asked if we could leave. We didn't talk the whole drive home. The next day, his sister sent me a long text about how I humiliated their mother and made the whole evening awkward. She said I should have just eaten before I came or waited until after dinner to eat.